Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Mamapreneur Podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, Robbin. I am so grateful to be before you today. I get to interview some amazing ladies today. I've been on a roll. We've got 3 down, 3 to go. And so I am a part of an amazing community filled with women from all over the country. Everyone does different things, but we all support one another. For those that may not know, you can't do this by yourself as business owners. Can't do life alone. Can't do business alone. And so shout out to Taylor Smith, Power Table Community, for bringing me and these ladies together. You met some of the ladies yesterday. You met some of the ladies earlier. You're about to meet Ariel. She's amazing. She has the cutest kid ever. Just want to let her know that in advance. But I cannot wait for you to hear Ariel's story and more about her journey and who she serves, because you may be watching right now and need her services. Okay. So before I bring her on, we are an engaging platform. So what does that mean? I need you, if you're in the chat watching me now, I need you to give me a hey girl, hey in the chat. Hey, Robbin, like the hat, whatever that looks like. I need you to talk to me in the chat, okay? Then if you have questions, so I have Ariel that's going to come up in a moment. If you have questions for Ariel, I want you to post those questions in the chat so she can answer those questions live for you on air, okay? Also, make sure you share our broadcast where you're watching me live right now or watching the replay. And make sure to subscribe to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel, where all the fun things Mamapreneurs played. And I play my main show, which is second and fourth Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. We were live last night. Feel free to check out episode 115 replay. Again, the intent behind this platform is to spotlight women-owned businesses from all over the world, giving them global exposure to a global platform while building community. Everything we do is what we do, but it starts with a relationship. Ariel is here today because of a relationship. She wouldn't want to join my pitch room if there wasn't a relationship. And I just fell in love immediately and like, yeah, you can come on the show. Even if the baby's around, bring him. He's a part of the family. I'm here for it. So I'm going to bring Ariel on so you guys can learn more about her and her amazing brand. And again, if you have questions for her, please post those questions in the chat for her so she can answer them for you live on air. Hi, Ariel.
Hi, Robbin. Thank you so much for your lovely intro. And I'm so excited to be here and be on your platform because it is super special. Spotlighting mamapreneurs. We are a different breed. So thank you so much. And then, yeah, shout out to Taylor, because I wouldn't be on this podcast without her, with making that connection and having those pitch rooms, getting me out of my comfort zone. So yes, Taylor Smith with the Power Table made this possible.
She's amazing, and she knows it. She just had a birthday too. Happy belated birthday. She's 21 again. Yeah. So Ariel, tell everyone about Limitless Lioness and how did you get started?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Ariel Mastbrook. I'm the founder of Limitless Lioness, and we're an operations agency, specifically partnering with luxury builders and design build firms, and that's in residential construction. I actually got started not on purpose, kind of. I started a virtual assistant business as a stay-at-home mom after I actually left the construction industry. Postpartum is super fun. So started as a VA business, just wanted to bring some, fun money into the household since we were down to one income. And it quickly developed and grew and scaled into this operations agency that we have now. I ended up niching to construction, which I always said I would never go back to construction.
Of course you did.
God said, just kidding, like you thought, because that's just what my entire corporate career was in construction. And I had seen so many gaps in the industry that I just knew that I could service that specific industry really well. So that's where we're at now. We have a team now working with over 45 builders in the last 3 years, and it's just been the craziest journey.
Now, are they within your state or they're everywhere, the builders?
We're nationwide. We have a couple people overseas in like Canada and the UK because they have like specific, that person just happened to be in that country. But we are mostly US based. Yep.
Okay. Amazing. And then you're a mama. Let's talk about it.
Yes. So my kids are absolutely like inspired the business, forced it to scale. I originally quit my job because I had my son, and he is 4 now. He's the coolest guy. And then I originally started it with him. I wanted to be home with him. And then my daughter, we just welcomed almost a year ago. She turns 1 next month, which is crazy. And with finding out I was pregnant with her, I was forced to scale. So yeah, I have a 4-year-old boy and an almost 1-year-old daughter.
Yes, and he was the co-star of the Pitch Room chat, and which I enjoyed. I loved it. He was like, "Mom, he's like, I don't care. You're talking to that lady with the hat on. I need you now."
Yes.
I was here for it, and that's the cool part. When you're a mamapreneur, I tell people you juggle it all at once, but it still all comes together.
Oh yeah. And I definitely am really upfront with anybody that speaks to me, works with me. Like, you will see and hear my children. They exist and they are in this house. So you guys will probably hear them at some point today.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Hey, I get it. Hey, I was once there. He's 16 now, but we were once there at 4,
Yes.
1, the energy of it all,
Yes.
Okay, so when you say scale without sacrificing your life, let's talk about it.
Yes, specifically for builders, but also just any business owner. It's really easy to, when you're a business owner, right? When you're working a 9 to 5, you clock in, you clock out, you're good. However, when you're a business owner, and especially if there is a founder dependency where everything is going through you, it's really easy to like log in at night, wake up before your eyes are even open, you're checking emails, things like that. So just business can get in the way of life. And people sometimes think that they have to choose or they have to sacrifice one or the other. But I believe that you can have, you can be a present mother, a present father, and you can also have a wildly successful, wildly profitable business as well. So you just have to have the right support system and some infrastructure in order to do that. Absolutely. So yeah, so just, I even found myself like I had to make some boundaries with emails and things like that because it's just so easy. You're thinking about it. It's your livelihood. This is my 3rd baby, so yeah. I know a lot of business owners feel that way. So what we help with our clients do specifically, and what I've been able to do personally, is create some infrastructure in their business, systems, processes, documentation, so that they can properly delegate. Because delegating isn't just bringing in a new person. If they don't have the foundation they need to do a good job, you have a systems problem. It's more people, different people isn't going to fix it, right? So putting in those systems so that people can step away from their businesses. And in my case, it was, I needed to go on a maternity leave, a real maternity leave as a business owner. So just getting all of those processes, systems, the right people trained up in order to do that. And without the business falling apart while we're gone. Right.
Yeah. But the person who is like, scale, what does that mean? Where do I start? Talk to the person who is like, oh my God, I have no idea what that is and what to do.
Right. Yeah. Scaling, just if you are not able to step away from your business, you don't have a scalable business yet. And therefore you can't make as much of an impact. Your revenue is going to be capped. I was booked out within 2 months of starting my business. My time was physically capped because I had told myself I wanted to work X amount of hours. I wasn't necessarily at the revenue that I wanted to be at yet. So I had to figure out, how can I scale this thing without sacrificing that time with my kids? So I just really had to figure out, like, okay, what do I want out of this business? Do I want to make like a ton of money? Do I want to spend all of my time in it? What is really important? And that's the first thing, like, what is really important for the business for you to figure out if you even want to scale. Some people don't want to scale. That's totally cool. But if you don't want to have that founder dependency, you do have to bring in other people. So for me, my business has always been a vehicle for me to be home with my son and now my daughter. So I had to figure out, how can I make this vehicle run without me? So yeah, it's one, you need to find out if you even want to scale. Not everyone has to. Some people, they like being in the driver's seat the whole time. For me, it just wasn't possible with the life that I wanted to live outside of work.
Of course.
That answered the question.
It did answer the question, yes. Okay. And I'm asking this because you never know who's watching, and they may be like, okay, scale, what's that? You know.
Right. Yeah.
Where do I start? Yeah.
Right. For myself, I started with, okay, now I know I want to scale. What am I going to delegate? What do I need to get off my plate? What is like needs to live with me always, and what can I just hand off? So for me, I always look at it like, okay, what do I like doing? Because I don't want to get rid of things if I really like doing it. And or what am I good at? I'll be willing to do things I don't like if I'm just really good at it. So that's kind of like the matrix that I like decide. Like, I don't want to be doing anything that I suck at and that like I don't like doing. So it needs to either be like, I love doing it, or I'm really good at it, or both. From there, figuring out like, okay, the first kind of systems I recommend is having a project management tool so that you can get all of your tasks out of your head and into an online platform that your future team can also access. And you can also manage them through that. And then the second system that I always recommend for any business owner is some kind of CRM, client relationship management tool. Those are like the two major ones that we always start with. And you can use
the preferred one. I don't mean to cut you off. Do you have a preferred CRM? I asked that question. Anybody that talks about one, I'm like, okay, so what's your favorite one?
Right. So I personally use HoneyBook. It does everything I need. I can send contracts, collect payment, proposals, all of that, keep track of my pipeline. I like to keep it like the less tools, the better, but I also don't want to like retrofit tools to do things they're not supposed to do. So even with like my builders, they like to like use a project management tool as a CRM. And I'm like, that's not what it's built for. Okay. So like, let's use these tools correctly, effectively, and efficiently. But yeah, so like a CRM and a project management tool are like the two things that I would recommend starting with. I was just actually helping my friend with this, she was a solopreneur. She just brought on her first like junior assistant, she's a junior designer. And I told her, first thing you need is project management tool, find whichever one. There's a ton out there. The one that I had experience with was ClickUp. Mm-hmm. And that way she could, because she knows everything she needs to do for a project, but to delegate that, like you have to be able to communicate it and organize it for someone else. So that was the first thing I told her to do. And the second thing I told her to do was, okay, anything that you do on a weekly basis, just do it like you always do. But before you start, pull up Loom and record it. And that way you can, Loom is catching it. And, oh, hi, Jesse. Loom is recording it. And it actually has like an SOP feature now. So you can make a standard operating procedure.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you have to pay for it. I can't remember. But yeah, it'll literally, there's an AI that will take everything out of it and create it into an SOP. So that's cool. First thing, project management tool. Second thing, getting everything documented for those like weekly recurring, the things you can easily pass off.
Yeah, I almost went with what was it, Notion? Someone had
Yeah.
told me about Notion. Then I was like, no, I need more of something that's complete CRM. Um, I said I need a tutorial. I just started a trial with Go High Level. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need a tutorial.
So
Help.
yeah, Go High Level, even ClickUp, they're amazing. However, they're very customizable. So Go High Level is actually one that we set up a lot for builders to manage their pipelines. And it's amazing, but you definitely like either need to hire someone to set it up for you, an
Mhm.
expert, or like you just have to have a lot of time to watch all those tutorials and
Help,
things. Yeah.
help. Please help me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I just extended it. That should tell you something. The Go High
Yeah.
Level story. Let me give you that story. So I got it. I was like, oh, free trial, 30 days. Woo woo. Then I
Yeah.
was like, okay, what time am I gonna have to do this?
Yep.
And so it's on my to-do list this weekend to get it set up. But yes, I'm gonna, get me a VA at some point to go ahead and just say, you manage it, enjoy.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And I see in the comments, somebody also mentions Scribe, also another great thing for SOPs, standard operating procedures.
Yeah.
It records your screen and it'll even like take screenshots of it and show you which buttons you were pressing. So it's a written document instead of like a video. So Scribe's a really good one too that we like to use a lot. I also see other people in the comments.
Yes, you're pretty popular today. I love it. I love it.
I got my bestie, my mama's here. Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Business besties are in here too.
Like me and Mom are old friends. Mom, hi, Mom. So, with all that you do, what does work-life balance look like for you?
I was saying balance for a while, but honestly, there's no balance. Like it's a juggle. I would say is a better word.
It is.
I definitely like work blocks. I'm a color coded like work block girly for sure.
Mhm.
I've definitely had to become more flexible, like a little less type A since having kids.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
It'll do it.
but
Yes.
there is chaos. Like, it's when I was talking to you in the pitch room, like there were like Ada hit her head on the desk. It was a whole
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, bless you.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's less of a balance, more of a juggle. However, it's like my dream life. Like I wanted to be able to bring in income, impact other businesses while taking care of my babies. And it's just so special that some days it looks like, okay, sorry, kids, not sorry because they enjoy it. You're going to be watching a lot of TV today. I have a lot of meetings. It's just how it is. Other times it's like, okay, like we are out of the house for 6 of the 8 hours today, just doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no balance like in every day, but it equals out. And just being a business owner is so special because it feels like it's unbalanced. But then I think about my life, if I were to have continued in a corporate career, not being with my kids for like 10 to 12 hours a day, like that's just, a lot of people do it and that's beautiful. They have to, or they really enjoy it and that's fine. But for me, like I just really wanted to be at home more. So
Yeah, for sure.
even on the chaotic days, I'm like, okay, like this is what I wanted. This is what I prayed for. And it's here. Yeah. So like I need to just chill out when I'm feeling stressed. So
Absolutely. What does limitless mean to you personally?
So when I was coming up with my business name, it actually started with the Lioness. And it's so funny, like the business name gets lots of questions. Like
Of course.
because they're like, what does that even mean? It's nothing to do with construction. But it started with the Lioness, and that's because my name means Lion of God, and I wanted to incorporate that into my business. And so I was thinking about what adjective am I going to put in front of that? And I ended up, my husband was there to help me. We ended up deciding on Limitless. One, gotta love alliteration. Alliteration, rhyming, like I'm all about it. I'm a writer at heart, so like that was one of it. But really, I just wanted to be able to provide more than just like, even when I was a VA, like more than just what they were asking for. Like I wanted to go above and beyond. And now the way that that's played out in my business, which I would have never known when I decided on the name, is that when a builder comes to us for one thing, we can fulfill that one thing, but then they can keep coming back as their needs shift, just because we are a turnkey team and we offer so many different services with a specialized team. So it's just like, I almost feel like I spoke it into existence, where that's the way the business went, because I didn't have that vision originally.
Yeah.
So just to be able to support our clients as much as possible.
Awesome. What legacy do you want to leave?
Oh gosh, that's such a loaded question, but that's what it's all about. Yeah, I want to leave a legacy for my kids. I definitely don't want them to feel like they have to go one path in life. You know, when my parents were younger, even when I was getting out of high school, like college was like, that's what you're doing. And honestly, I ended up dropping out, and I don't say that proudly. That's just what happened. And I just don't want my kids to feel like they have to go to college or they have to be a business owner. Like I want them to have options. They want to go to trade school. Like those are my people anyways. Like whatever they want to do, I want them to have the freedom to do it because that's their dream, and not making decisions based off of the dollar bill, based off of what they can afford to do, whatever. So I want to be able to build wealth, that generational wealth for them. I also definitely recognize the impact of being a female business owner and just showing that to other people that they can do it too. It's just such a different world. Like people look at me and they're like, you're young, you know, whatever, like you're techie, you figure it out. I'm like, anybody can do what I did. I bought a course and I just did what they told me to do. There's so many resources out there. And
I love it. I just did what they said. Okay.
Literally, I just followed the blueprint that I purchased. And obviously there are different connections that have come in, the encouragement and motivation from like my family, my husband, my parents, my best friends, like all of that has to go into it as well. But literally anybody can start a business in 2026. And so I just want to make that so apparent, like, as well. And then as far as like with my clients and the legacy there is I that's same thing that I'm experiencing, where I'm able to build this business with my kids and nothing is being like sacrificed in a sense. I want that for them too, because so many of the builders I work with or speak to, they're working late at night. They're working on the weekends. They're missing time, valuable time with their littles, and they don't want to be, but they think they have to. So I would love to change that. You know, burnout is so normalized in the construction industry too. Like I would love to like unnormalize it. So yeah, that's it.
I agree. Let everyone know how you can be followed.
Yes. I am on Instagram. That's like where I spend most of my time, at limitlesslioness.support. I'm also newly onto LinkedIn. So if you want to connect in there, that would really help me out, because I am just now entering into the LinkedIn
world.
Yeah, which is completely different than Instagram. So
it sure is.
And then I will have a website launching in the next few weeks, and then that'll be limitlesslionessva.com.
Amazing. Thank you, Ariel, so much for being here with us today, inspiring us, showing us, hey, she did what the people said what to do. Okay, that's what she said. Then so look at her now. And then thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us today for the Mamapreneur Podcast. I love it. I love that you had people in the room cheering you on. I am here for it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. I got 2 more to go. It's going to be great. Thank you, Ariel.
Thank you. I know your next 2 guests personally, and they're amazing. So
yes, they are.
Good luck. Thank you.